dan masing-masing dipersilakan. Pak Roy Prakoso, Sarjana Ekonomi Master Management CIISA, Senior Lecturer Faculty of Economic and Business University Pancasila Jakarta. He will do sharing with the side or implication of financial technology, and then the last and the second, Dr. Sahrul Nizam is the speaker. And then thank you very much more for Ibu Dr. Susi Murni and the gang and the team from the Batam for you join. And then the participant, with pride, you come and join with us. Okay, thank you very much once more. And the second, Indah Gumilang will be to share the ASEAN short video, because Pak Roy, this is the first time right now, but the Mr. Sahrul Nizam sudah dua. Now the first speaker, Pak Roy Prakoso is the first speaker. Time is yours, around 30 to 35 minutes, please.
Oh, oke. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Okay, thank you, Prof. Reza. Firstly, I would like to introduce here. There is a Professor Rita Anugrah. She's from Unri, Unpas Rio. I think she's here now. Ibu Rita, you may say hello to Prof. Reza.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam. I will invite her especially after next time.
Wow.
Oh yeah, thank
you
you.
Must,
before.
you must.
Thank you very much. Thank you, before. This is my first time to watch this program, so yeah, I'm glad that Pak Roy invite me to join this.
Thank you
Thank
for
you very much. Ya. Oke, terima kasih. Sekarang menyimak dulu Pak kita. Terima kasih.
Cik Sahrul, Professor Rita Anugrah also graduated from one of the university in Malaysia. She's obtained her doctorate degree from Malaysia also.
I'm from UKM.
UKM.
From UKM. Under my supervisor, under Professor Dr. Takiyah Muhammad Iskandar. I think it is a well-known name, professor in Malaysia, I think.
Nearby, very nearby.
Prof, this is Bangi, UKM. Therefore, I think like sate kajang, right?
Oh yeah, very much. Like you must try, Pak Roy.
Ibu.
We plan,
of course, someday,
maybe we can plan go to Bangi, look to my campus, Pak, and then go to Kajang, eat sate. Sate Kajang is very popular.
Cik Sahrul also, he will invite us, Bu, someday.
Yeah, I mean.
Yes, definitely.
In
Bangi.
Yeah, Pak Sahrul.
My university actually in Bangi, located in Bangi.
Yes.
Just nearby to UKM. Yeah. Very nearby.
Okay. Oh yeah, nearby. Oh, I see.
If Prof come to Bangi more, you can to access Dr. Sahrul Nizam. I will to share WhatsApp number, and then you can to meet him.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, let me start. I will send my PPT first. So my time is about around 30 or 45 minutes, yeah, Pak. So I'll try to make it fast, very quick.
There is an injury time if you need.
Okay.
Very clear screen.
Very clear, yeah. So hopefully, you can see. This is my very brief CV. So I think besides as a lecturer, I also I am a banking practitioner actually. Now I am as an independent commissioner in Bank Riau Kepri Syariah. Same with Ibu Rita Anugrah, Professor Rita Anugrah. In the same office now. So I'm also a former commissioner Smartech Indonesia. This is a peer-to-peer lending actually. When I was there, I think a year ago before I came to this bank in Riau. Actually, we are in Riau, Pekanbaru, Riau. So we are same office with Professor Rita. So this is actually the financial technology and cybersecurity. Title is why we need to know about fintech, the abbreviation for the financial technology, because I think nowadays most people they are using uh, their smartphone whenever they want to do something, they want to pay something, they want to buy something in the marketplaces, and that's very common. Yeah. So unlike maybe 10 or 15 years ago, we don't have any internet connection. So I was there. I think some of us already is part of that era. Yeah. That I think if the youngsters now they know at that time, 10 or 15 years ago, they will think that this is the dark era. That was the dark era. So, so we know about Maslow theory. So this is, I think, a parody or something kind of jokes. Yeah. Actually, most people they need food, shelter, security, love, and belonging, and at the top is self-actualization. But I found this that beside that, nowadays most people they need Wi-Fi and battery life. We cannot live without this, because once our battery and our smartphone is getting lower, everybody will try to look so unhappy and panically, and they are trying to find a plug or something, electric plug to in order to make their battery live longer, and also Wi-Fi. Yeah, so we cannot live without Wi-Fi at this moment. There's, I think most people will do this. Okay, and then this is the industrial evolution from the industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0. The first industry evolution is using at that time machine and water and steam. Unlike at this period, so industry 4.0, most industrial revolution, we are in a cyber physical system, and some of the how to know well about the industry 4.0 is there are an IoT. There's an IoT stand for Internet of Things. Yeah, everything's connected using internet. So then everything is getting faster after Industry 4.0. Yeah, so the technology growth is very fast now. Yeah, so if we buy a smartphone using RAM, 8 giga, for instance, is maybe next year is already double. So we don't know. Maybe 10 or 15 years later, everything is running so fast. This is Industry 4.0. There are some of the we call it the building blocks. Yeah, there is a big data analytic. Yeah, everything. I was in fintech before, P2P lending. They are using big data, unlike banks. Yeah, so most banks they are using the regular or probably a conventional way. How do they try to know their customer? Yeah, but fintech mostly they're using big data. They're doing a data analytic using artificial intelligence and machine learning and all of that, because they want to know this particular customer from the different perspective of one and from the bank did usually. So this is why fintech they can grow. Yeah, some of them usually they during pandemic. Yeah, last year or 2 years ago, the growth is very sophisticated, very fast, because most people they have to stay at home. They have to stay at home, uh, but in other things they have to buy or maybe to borrow some money, and then I think fintech is the best solution at that time. Yeah, so Industry 4.0, there's autonomous robot. There are so many things. Industry, Internet of Things, cybersecurity. This is also the risk that during the pandemic. Yeah, cybersecurity is I think the main issue currently, because data breach and so forth. There are so many. Indonesia. I think some of the issue raised by hacker at that time, the name, I forgot the name, but it's very annoying, yeah, because he stolen some of the data and then they sell it to the black market actually. So we're supposed to be more careful about this. We know about VUCA, so I think most of the participants, you know already about VUCA, so it's a stand for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So in this case, business are faced with challenges such as new customer behavior. Customer behavior, I think, is it's not the same with the 10 or 15 years ago. Customer now is they have their own demand, and then they have uh, so many options. Yeah, if they want to know something, they just browse the Google, for instance, and then they get to know further about what kind of the typical of every single product they want to buy, for instance, and they can compare one to another. Also, the price as well. So they know which one is the cheaper and how's the quality of every single product. So you cannot cheat on them because they can know they can search everywhere. They can just click by the smartphone, their smartphone. And then disruption on every front. Yeah, disruption, So everything is disrupted. The normal business, the conventional business disrupted by all the digital and everything, which is they are using uh, the sophisticated technology up to now. And an almost unpredictable competitor. This is that what we have to be aware that even in a bank, so the competitor fintech, yeah, they raise and then their business growth uh, very fast, yeah. And at that time, I think most bank they didn't predict that this is competitor coming and then they will try to uh, uh, maybe to stole some of the bank customers. Yeah. So also we know that when at the first time the new business appeared like Gojek in Indonesia and then Grab and then from Malaysia, I think. And then there are many things, yeah, many others that they try to make the business, which is the recent player, they didn't aware. Yeah, they did, well, probably they didn't notice that, oh, this is a new competitors coming and they will steal our customer. They will steal our customer. So it happened already. So this is the Indonesia taken from the Hood suit that in January 2021, is about 275 million, yeah, population, and then mobile connection is about 345 million. It means that one person is probably has the more than one mobile connection. Internet users quite many, 202 million, and then the active social media user, 170 million. So in other words, we may say that this is actually the potential customers, yeah, from the different perspective. Let's say if you want to sell product, yeah, uh, they are using most of these people. They are using the mobile phones, so the social media. So nowadays, most of the company they are using social media as well to promote, even to sell the product. And sometimes it's more like Instagram, yeah. As far as I know, this is very effective, yeah, to most company to sell it. And they have a special target market, yeah, especially maybe young people, the millennial one. So they may know that, oh, they're supposed to know that, oh, this social media using by young people, this is actually our target to be achieved. Yeah. So according to what economic activities, there are many sharing economy and then e-education, e-government, cloud collaborative marketplaces, yeah, One Health service. There are so many using, actually is based on the IoT, yeah, most business smart cities, smart appliance. So sharing economy, for instance, yeah, uh, I would rather to pay using, let's say, for Gojek or Grab, other than instead of I have to buy my own car or I have to buy my own motorcycle because the maintenance isn't cheap, you know. So I would rather to take public transportation, yeah, sharing economy. So I have it. I have a car. Yeah, it's probably I will try to make it as a sorry, Grab or maybe Go Car or something like that. Rather than I have to make it just stay at home, yeah, for nothing. So this is another data from taken from Reset Dicty that new era of digital industrialization that globally they will eliminate the around 1 until 1.5 billion jobs, yeah, 2015 until 2025. And then in the future, 65% of elementary school students in the world, they will work for the job that has not been invented yet, actually. We don't know, yeah. Uh, uh, Nowadays, we know about the YouTuber or vlogger or whatsoever. Maybe in the 5 or 10 years, there are another things that the job that which is we haven't thought that there will be this particular job will exist, yeah, in the future. And then the opportunity, that's the trend. The opportunity, the era of digitalization has potentially to provide net increase unemployment to 2.1 million new jobs. Yeah, because you know, uh, Gojek is also they open a new opportunity, job opportunity for young people. It's probably, yeah, because if they have a motorcycle, they have a driving license, so they just can apply, and they can make money from their own vehicle, for instance. So another good thing is there is a potential to reduce carbon emission by approximately 26 billion metric tons. I'm interesting that the also the automotive around 540 billions, yeah. So this is according to World Economic Forum. In this case, as we know, then I think in European countries, if I'm not wrong, is around 2030 or 2035, they will ban all the vehicle using the carbon emission. There's no longer exist at that time. So every single uh, 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 vehicle they use supposed to use the electric vehicle, should use the electric vehicle. So I think this also a good opportunity for the company, which is they try to sell the battery of the EV, for instance, yeah, or probably they want to uh, get more business from this electric vehicle. But another thing I heard that from a friend of mine that when the EV is getting most popular, the other things will be jeopardized the existing business because there are many, I think it's around thousand of parts of the conventional car will be vanished. Yeah, will be no access. So there are many jobs will lose. The people they will lose their job, yeah, as technician, mechanics, or whatsoever. So yeah, there are always pro cons about this condition. So this is the tomorrow digital economy, business productivity. I think I mentioned before. This is transformation in Indonesia. I think same in Malaysia or other countries in ASEAN as well. So we have this. So people now have the have more option. Either they want to buy in the physical store or they just go to the marketplaces in order to buy some goods. This is very interesting actually. The required skill in the future industry, some of it the shifting, yeah, from top into they move downward. So for instance, the required skill first is complex problem solving. This is, I think, the skill that some people they are able to resolve the problem, which is uh, they don't have any solution yet, yeah, in the real world. So this is very interesting. And then social skill, yeah, how to negotiate, how to coordinate, how to persuade, mentoring other people. I think most people, especially in banking, they have the social skill like that, like this, because we are in the business services. And then process skill, active listening, logical thinking, monitoring self and others. System skill, yeah, the ability to make a judgment based on the cost benefit, and then other ability to make it know how the system made and how it works. It works. Kemudian, and then cognitive ability, yeah. This is about the cognitive flexibility, creativity, logical reasoning, problem sensitivity, mathematical reasoning, and visualization. Creativity is very important nowadays. I talked to my student, yeah, several times. I said to them, I talked to them that you should be careful if you have some ideas, yeah. Once you talk to others, it's probably you don't do it, others will do. And most likely you will work with her or him, those people who run or try to make it real, your ideas. Yeah. So you have to be careful. Maybe it happened to Gojek, yeah, we don't know, or maybe Facebook or other popular ideas that which is now has become real, yeah, and make a lot of money, yeah, from that. And then this is the required skill for future industry, cognitive ability, system skill, complex problem solving, content skill, process skill. I believe some university, they already have this kind of program to make it these five happen, and then to prepare everything to their student in order to be able to gain the competition from the new era now. How to respond to the future, commitment to increase investment in developing digital skills, always try and implement the latest technology, prototype, learning by doing, explore new form of collaboration by certification or education models in the realm of increasing digital skills. For collaboration between the world of industry, academics, and community is done to identify the demand and availability of skill for the digital age in the future. 5, develop an educational curriculum that has included material related to human digital skill. I think this is very important. The 5 things that we have to respond in the future. I think some university already have done with this. So hopefully they can create a new student will already when they are graduate from university. This is something that also interesting. Yeah. Innovation habit on Google Search 2020. Yeah. Most people, they are looking from the internet. They are trying to searching. For instance, they want to open online banking. Yeah, it's about 140%. Yeah, most people they jump into search query related to how to open online banking. And then another thing is it's more than 100% is how to tips to save, yeah, and then emergency fund, yeah, so many, and then SME loans is also quite big, 300%, yeah. So this is the reality that most companies that which is in financial industry like us, in banking, also in fintech industry, also especially peer-to-peer lending, yeah, when they take a look at this data, they will try to make a strategy, a good strategy actually. Yeah, when people trying to searching and get a solution for their own problem, yeah, they just searching, and then we try to give them a solution. Yeah, also using the online uh, using the online version. I mean, so they just searching and Googling, and they get what they need actually. This is also top 10 Google search by topics. Yeah. Shopping, for instance, is about 10%, translate, social network, entertain, shopping. So yeah, I told to many, also to my student that shopping, people will try to search using Google or other search engine in order to know the particular maybe product that they really need to buy. So that's why most companies they have to promote their product or services using online. Yeah, there are so many marketplaces. Yeah, they can use the marketplaces. They can put the advertise there actually. Sorry, I have to. Can I?
No problem. I am drink coffee too, and Mr. Nizam, if you want to, please.
Oh, okay.
No problem,
So,
Pak. I drink coffee too. No problem.
oh, okay, okay, Pak. This is only water, Pak. Coffee, I think later on after this.
Okay, guys.
I drink coffee twice a day, Pak. So, let me continue, Prof. So, most popular social media platform first is Facebook, YouTube number two, WhatsApp, and so forth. I think from this information, we may conclude that, oh, if I want to promote or I want to sell my product, we can use Facebook or YouTube, the second line, WhatsApp, and other things. Yeah. So there are many things that in digital era, if you want to sell or want to, I think it's very fast. Yeah. Sometimes because once there are so many viewers for YouTube or for instance, yeah, YouTube, there are many viewers, there are many subscribers. Also, they will get the all the people who really try to find their product. This another thing that PowerShip, the connected customer, from the information here, survey commissioned by Variety magazine revealed that 13 to 18 years old YouTube celebrities are more popular than Hollywood stars. So this it happen actually. If you know in Indonesia, I think Prof. Reza, I don't know, have you ever heard about Alip Bata? Alip Bata is, I think, fingerstyle guitarist. Yeah, is quite popular. You know, the subscriber is around 6 million now. He's only a forklift driver actually, but he plays guitar very wow, very nice. You know, so I like him very much. You have to see, Cik Sahrul, yeah. Alip Bata. I also played some of the Malaysian song and how many, yeah, using guitar. Everybody said that is a one-man band. So only with using the not electric, actually, acoustic guitar. Very nice. It's popular, even though we don't know, yeah, whether I don't think that I even see him in the TV or something, yeah. But he's quite popular. This is opportunity challenges banking industry. I think I just skip this. This is potential customer and digital era. So the Y generation and Z generation. Uh, so I talk to most people when I sometimes I'm also a trainer actually, Prof, and most banking employees. Yeah. So I talk to them that you have, let's say this is 2020 and 2035, you have a different kind of customers. So you have to know very well what kind of Y and Z generation, what they want actually from our product, yeah, from our bank. So you have to treat them differently, yeah, because 2020 is not the same with 25. Different generation, they different background, they different education is maybe they're more sophisticated than me, for instance, yeah, the X generation, fuck long time ago. So this is the millennial. So we have to know them. We should know because if we want to, this is a part of our target for our product and services. I think we definitely have to know them very well in order to be able to sell our product and services to them. Yeah. What are the millennials and the G generation? Yeah. This is I think uh, a bit different. So based on the fact, I've once the survey I've read that most millennial, Rob Reza and other than Dr. Shahrul, if they have a lot of money, what would they do actually? If you know, for millennial, if they have a lot of money, they want to what? Maybe buy a house? No, they would prefer to go for traveling. Actually, traveling. If they want to, I think it's about house. because most of them, they will work remotely, yeah. So maybe, most of the technopreneur, if I'm not wrong, they work in Bali, and most of them, they work from Bali, from all over the world, and also from Lombok. Yeah, they just working and have fun. I think they mix it together. So we should know that this is the typical of the millennials and Z generation. This is the data from the Bank Mandiri actually. If you see from here that all the ATM is getting, I think is getting, the slope is getting negative, and mobile banking is getting up, and the other things is on opposite way. This is going down. So in other words, we may say that it already what we call the customer shifting, yeah, maybe. Yeah. So they try to leave the ATM, and now they're using the mobile banking now, because it's more practical, and then they can use it 24/7, yeah, easily, compared to ATM. They have to walk, and it's probably the bad guy also there, so waiting for them. So they would rather to use the mobile banking. So most banks now, they are trying to close some branches already, yeah, the big banks here, I think other country as well. Because why? Because, yeah, most people, they came to branches only for if they have a complaint, and they will change something, yeah, regarding the all the banking business. This is
There is
bank is
5 minutes
getting
more. There is
how
five
long,
minutes
Pak?
more.
Oh, okay,
Five
okay.
minutes
I'll try
more.
to make it fast. Okay.
Okay.
I just skip to here, maybe to fintech, ya, Pak, yeah. So fintech, actually, there are two fintech in four types, yeah. Peer-to-peer lending, market aggregator, and investment, and also payment. So most of the fintech here in Indonesia is payment and also peer-to-peer lending. Payment like Gojek, OVO, and so forth. So why we need fintech? Actually, because Indonesia is an archipelago. There are many islands, about 70,000 islands. So they need to be connected one to another. The technology, uh, can be done only by technology, So fintech also know they are going have to fund it they funded already some of the SME company, yeah. Company contribution 60% of GDP. Employment is about 95%, yeah. And then there are still 1,000 trillion IDR needed by this SME company. So bank probably cannot fulfill this. So in order to resolve this problem, is peer-to-peer lending have to be part of this financial give the financial facilities to them. So this is the advantage of fintech, yeah, using fintech. They are using scoring something like this based on age and so forth, and very fast, yeah. Now, this is I think the cybercrime also this is what we have to be more careful about the now nowadays the digital era, yeah, because all transactions using online. So I think this is the information about cybersecurity issue. There are many things, yeah. So cyber attack in Indonesia also now is getting increased year by year, yeah. The magnitude of the loss is more than 3% of Indonesia GDP in 2018. It's quite big. So cybercrime. So we talk about cybercrime. So finance and insurance, number two. This is a big issue now. Yeah, it's getting increased 28 times, yeah, in Indonesia, yeah. During only 2 years, for the last 2 years. So this is very serious, I think. Data breach, yeah, there are many also here. It happened, I don't know, in Malaysia or other Asian countries. Data breach in US dollar, the cost is quite so big. Yeah, you may take a look from this. This is the data based on IBM Global Technology Services. So, risk management framework So we have to go this actually, how try to mitigate all the cyber crime. This is most bank already have done it, yeah, because based on our regulatory framework that we're supposed to do this. So cybersecurity framework, yeah, key to cyber risk management is one, how to identify and then to protect, detect, respond, and recover. This is most financial industry, they have to do this. The 5 steps, yeah, how to mitigate the risk, especially in cyber risk management. Okay, mitigation, there are many things. Yeah, for reason need to be cyber coverage is one, increasingly stringent laws and regulation. Number two, technological advances. Three, outsourcing, user error. Yeah, so there are many things how to mitigate the risk actually. Okay, this one. Okay, I think this is from the personal thing. How to secure our mobility as enterprise mobility is we have to ensure we have to be sure that our line communication is okay, is safe, and then using specific gateway, social configure and security control, mobile device, multi-layer authentication, yeah, with complexity password, and then anti-malware software, limited to third-party software, control with auditing and testing. And the weakness point in saving information is human itself. Actually, every single crime in era cyber crime, it comes from the user itself, because there may be a lack of the knowledge of how to protect the device and so forth. Okay, this is, I think, 2 slides more. Layers of security. First is physical security. Number 2, network security. And then system security, application security, and the last one is user security. So this 5 layers is should be followed by us in order to make it secure. From the user side is never click, yeah. Link from business requesting that you provide them with personal information. So be careful with our information. Never disclose your login credential to other people. It means that the user ID and password. So never disclose. You have to be careful about this. Number 3 is user of internet should install a personal computer antivirus software. Personal firewall. This is a must, I think. Pay close attention to URL behind the link. Yeah. So usually they are doing a phishing using the fake URL, for instance. Yeah. If accessing information via wireless network, ensure that the network is secure, and then never open any attachment. It happen, I think, frequently. Most people, they just click attachment and something happened, is quite bad. And avoid logging in suspicious website. Yeah, if you're not quite familiar with, so don't do that. So number 7, do not log in online services such as e-banking via hyperlink attached in email, online search engine, and so forth. And then number 8, do not tell anyone your login password or one-time password through email, telephone, or in person. Maybe, yeah, should be careful. Number 9, check transaction in account regularly on the detail of transaction in notification from bank. Usually we should to get the SMS notification, yeah, in order to make sure that this is the right transaction that we have done. Follows the security instruction given by the bank when online banking transactions are made. Number 11 is offered by your financial institution. Take advantage hard soft token. So this is very important, the hard and soft token. Usually even in internet banking, we have a hard token. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. It's very really commissioner of Rio Banking.
Thank you. Yeah, try to stop share first. Okay, thank you so much.
I think the real commissioner of banking right now. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good and nice points. Dr. Sarul Nizam, this is the title about financial, therefore mean uang lah. Kalau orang Malaysia bilang wang, kalau orang Indonesia pakai you lah. Okay, sila Anne.
Terima kasih Pak Reza, Prof. Tengku Syarul Reza. Tapi Niki Astria tu pernah dengar lagunya. Cuma lagu tadi tak pernah dengar.
Belum pernah dengar.
Belum pernah dengar. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat petang, salam sejahtera dari Malaysia kepada semua. Let me share my slide. Okay.
Okay, Cik Sarul Nizam mengenali Niki Astria tapi tak pernah dengar lagu itu. Okay. Okay, very clear, very clear.
Clear? Okay, alright. So the title is Financial Technology and Cybersecurity for Sustainable Business Development. These are the title that be given to me. To be honest, I'm not what you call the subject the expert lah in the business side, but I know a bit about the technology behind the fintech itself. Cybersecurity, I know a bit, even though it's not my field or expert. But I try my best to present today. So my name is Muhammad Syarul Nizam bin Muhammad Danuri. There's Muhammad Danuri tu is Jawa
Ya. You punya atuk lah.
Tu dekat sini, dekat sana lah. So myself attached to the faculty lah, Faculty of Science and Information Technology in KUIS, College Universiti Samantara Masa Selangor. Alright, so
right now not use K only UIS.
Yeah, only UIS, UIS. But the logo is submitted already to the Ministry of Higher Education. Cuma tak dapat approval lagi lah. So this is a brief about myself. I'm actually still new in UIS. Around 7 to 8 years here as educator, as a docent. Previously, I was from industry, mainly in telecommunication industry, ICT, and also in agriculture lah. So I was doing this precision agriculture project, few projects in research, in applied research actually. So that's my contact number and also my email. You may contact me if you would like to collaborate for future in future. So please do contact or WhatsApp me lah. Okay. Right. I was a programmer before, back in 2000, year 2000, and then jumped into the networking field. I'm the one who deployed first commercial Wi-Fi in Malaysia, which is called a TMNet hotspot last time. So, and then right now it has been rebranded to TM Wi-Fi. So in the last 5 years in industry, I was doing this computer engineering project, which is focusing on the technology and agriculture, specifically in precision agriculture. So what I was doing this, as you can see here, is it's a sensor actually. It's a wireless sensor network. We measure the moisture level in the soil. So we are doing the project with one of the oil pump operator in Malaysia lah. So we just measure the soil, the EC, the electric conductivity or something. So that's was my experience in industry. So actually, my field is actually in information system. My in information system, and right now I'm focusing on the data science project. The things that you saw just now is a wireless sensor network and Internet of Things. Previously it was we can call it as a wireless sensor network. So, but in late 2010, I think 2012. So the IoT acronym become famous lah. So that's where it's all about. So wireless sensor network lah, originate from the RFID technology. So those are my website and also the link to myself. You may tengok lah, jenguk dekat my site. So I'm currently as a director of a learning center, one of the COE here in UIS. So I'm also the senior lecturer in Faculty of Science and Information Technology lah. So in Malay, we call it Faculty of Science and Technology Maklumat, FSTM, in quiz. So let us begin about fintech and sustainable business. So as you can see in here in Malaysia, the market overview right now, actually there's a negative impact due to the COVID coronavirus since until Q2 2020, due to the Malaysia government imposed the movement control order MCO. So after the Q2 in 2020, suddenly online and mobile banking rose very high. So as you can see, the penetration about online and mobile banking reached up to 112.5% and 61.8% respectively. Yeah? And as you can see, the numbers of transaction, right, is reached up to 460 million in mobile banking itself. It's double from the previous year. So it's quite high, and it is good indicator that people, society try to adopt the technology. So it's a good indicator for Malaysian lah. So this one is actually the data from the Malaysian FinTech Report 2022, produced by the editor Vincent Fong. So some of the data in the report, as you can see, this the graph, and the mobile banking actually getting higher, right, and surpass the ATM graph here. So it reached up to the level of the internet banking. So it's the beauty of the positive impact lah, due to the COVID-19. So the people, the society, the Malaysians especially, not only slowly, but they have no choice to adopting the fintech actually. And Malaysia at a glance, as you can see here, the total population, our country is at 32.7 million, and the GDP is 1.5 trillion. And just, as you can see, the number of banks is 54, and 3.6 million solely to the B40 household in 2021. So the rest is more to the middle income, and the rest of the T20 lah. So these are some other facts about Malaysia. And the key market trends about this fintech. So the online banking, the e-wallet, and the merchant registration, they're adopting the QR code concept, meaning that the people wants to buy to their shop, no need to do the what you call traditional way of purchasing by giving money or something, using just a QR code and using their mobile phone apps. Just scan the QR code and then transfer the money to the merchant. So that's the way that there's something that the Malaysian adopted lah for the past 2 years. And then the digital e-finance adoption also rise due to the numbers of the transaction. It grew by 106% in 2020. This is a good indicator for us lah. So as you can see, Bank Negara also forecast, they are expecting that the economy expand 4 to 5% in next year lah. This year is actually 2023. So I'm not so good in what you call the economic on the business side or something, because me myself in IT, so I will talk more towards IT lah. However, this is a few before we enter the technical side, just a few or a brief about this something what is happening in Malaysia. BNM My FinTech Week is some sort like a conference held by our Bank Negara here. As you can see, they're touching a few themes, which is crucial themes, and one of it is actually the resilience. So I will talk about the resilience, how our country have a good resilience, especially the industry, and merchant specifically. So as you can see, it depends on the technology use and adoption among the entrepreneur itself. So there's a lot of technology. Some of it is 5G, the blockchain, and the cybersecurity, all the things, right? So those are the technology. You can call it as the enabler. They just enable the business side. So the change from the traditional way of doing business is a must. You know, right now, if you don't have an e-commerce, you just open a small stall or small shop without the e-commerce what you call it, facility, something that I think you are not really good in resilience, because the competitive in the industry is quite high. That's why the way on the entrepreneur side, they have to change the way of their thinking, their paradigm. They have to change their business model sometimes. They need to improve the business process, and then need to focus on the business automation, especially in business automation, because nowadays everything automation. They need to utilize the technology. So I will talk about some of the technology in this area, the telecommunication 5G. Let's see what it is actually. But before that, some of the business cases. This is what happened to Nokia, right? So how hard they are trying to strive, but they are still lose in the industry. So the Nokia CEO said that this is because of they are not changing. They are not willing to change, not only from the top management, but also the low level of staff lah. And then this is what happened to the some of the company that we heard it before. Borders is a what you call it, a company who was selling books, right? Blockbuster and also Kodak. So as you can see here, they are lose to Amazon, especially Borders, and Blockbuster lose to Netflix, and how about Kodak lose to the Fujifilm. So the reason why is actually they are not really willing to change. They are not willing to adopting the technology very well. That's the reason what's happened to them lah. Okay, so let's talk about the technology, because I'm the technology guy. Okay, so in Malaysia, there's a company set up by the government, the Digital National Berhad, DNB, which is actually one state-run entity that's focusing on the 5G development or deployment in Malaysia. Established in March 2021, they are targeting to covering around 80% of population by end of 2024, next year. So most of the major telcos sign with them, such as Celcom, Digi, and the rest lah. So they are solely what I call sole company that they are holding the tower of the 5G. So everybody needs to work with them. So there's an issue raised, especially on the monopoly side, because people keep saying that DNB is actually monopoly all the 5G business in Malaysia. And then they are also talking about a fair usage policy, fair usage policy, FUP, because why? When 5G is faster than 4G, right? So we are drawing all the bandwidth really fast compared to the 4G. So if they are setting, the telcos set the what you call the quota for the internet, so that will be a problem to the user, the consumer, right? So that's an issue on the fair usage policy in Malaysia. TM1, one of the GLC, one of the major GLC, I mean big telcos in Malaysia, already test the 5G since 2019 together with other telcos as well, Maxis or something. They are testing, their first testing bed is in Langkawi, Pulau Langkawi. So these are some of the pictures about their what you call showroom in Damansara. You can see there, Pak Reza, they are viewing Langkawi.
I go there. Yeah, right.
Laju ni. So the image clear, crystal. You can see what happened in Langkawi lah. Yeah? So those are actually the things that have been tested by the TM lah. So finally in 2021, 5G launch in Malaysia. So it's good lah. So communication is a very crucial in order to improve on the what you call the business side. Okay? So when we talk about business sustainability, of course, communication, I think is most crucial part in business. Kalau tak macam sekarang lah, macam mana kita nak communicate kan? Susah. So how to doing business kan? Okay, I will talk about blockchain. How many times I have? Riza?
There is 10 minutes more, no problem.
10 minutes. Okay, I will try my best lah to finish it. Blockchain, I think everybody knows, everybody heard about blockchain, right? So initially, it's actually tried to against the traditional banking system. That's how ni lah blockchain works. The cryptocurrency punya technology kan. And then the widespread after the invented of Bitcoin, one of the cryptocurrency in 2010, invented by Satoshi Nakamoto. Yang sekarang masih lagi anonymous, nobody knows siapa dia, Satoshi Nakamoto kan, the inventor of the Bitcoin. So di dalam account dia berapa juta tu ada di account dia kan. So but the things is actually the blockchain is part of the distributed database or distributed ledger lah. And then it's highly secured and hard to break. So the security features is very good in blockchain. So fintech companies in Malaysia reach up to 233 in 2020. So they are also some of the potential enabler lah, for blockchain. So traditional banking, just like this, we go to the bank, withdraw opening account, something kan. So itu traditional banking. So we highly rely to the central, so one single bank lah, macam tu. But blockchain is quite different. They said nobody's holding the rights lah. So dia umpama macam bangunan ni kan, dia ada satu floor, mungkin ada 10 bilik. So 10 bilik satu floor saja. Kalau dia ada 10 floor, there are hundreds of rooms. So those are actually the things that notes yang kita akan hantar while doing the transaction lah. So bayangkan dia akan go through each of the notes, 100 note tu untuk satu blok saja. So lepas pass through, dia akan hantar kepada blok yang lain pula. Sini pun ada 100 lagi node kan. Lepas ni hantar lagi sini. So those are actually the blockchain. Tu dia kata blockchain tu. Dia chain of block. Itu adalah ni. So it's almost impossible to break the security features in the blockchain actually. So these are on maybe some like a simple explanation lah. Technically it's different lah. Technically memang susah lagi nak explain lah. But just to brief all the audience, those are actually the technology. How it works is just like that. So when we talk about blockchain, it's close related to the cyber security. So as you can see here, some of the NIS punya keratan ni from NST, Power Cyber Security, a top concern in Malaysia. So this is quite new, November last year. And so apa lagi, Inside Malaysia's Ongoing Journey Achieve Cyber Resilience kan. Yang ini MCSS, dia ada work on the 1.5 billion ringgit punya budgetary. Banyak tu, billion punya budget ni, just to protect our country lah. Ni. So in order to lose, we have to invest lah, to protect ourselves. So these are some example security breach, and this is from the Hive system. So you can see here our password kan, kalau nak access, kita ada account macam-macam, web ke, account Netflix ke, account e-banking or something. Kalau kita ada 4 karakter sini, instantly je dia boleh ni. Kalau 4 karakter tu kita cuma letak nombor saja, ataupun kita combine number uppercase lowercase kan, sekejap je nak break, instantly boleh break. So kalau kita ada 6 characters pula, 5 second. Kalau kita combine saja, itu kalau 6. So how to improve the security kan. So kita kalau boleh letak ni lah, yang warna kuning ni should be okay lah kan. So 11 karakter. 11 karakter kalau kita kena letak password ni. Baiklah. Password Zoom saya pun pendek je. Baru ada 6 karakter je. So kita kena increase lah the numbers, the length of the password tu kan. And then combine numbers, upper and lower case letters, and also symbol lah. Baru dah ada sampai 400 tahun ni baru orang boleh break. Kalau tak, guna brute force ni senang je nak attack kan? Ataupun nak break lah, nak breach security. This are what happened actually recently in Malaysia. Kebocoran data Maybank, Astro, SPR, Mbot, banyak laman web lah, government agencies bocor baru je ni, baru bulan lepas. So ni our new minister lah ni. Pak Azam mungkin tahu lah kan. Fahmi Fazil baru new minister lah. So dia minta apa nama siasat lah kes ni bahawa MCMC Cyber Security Malaysia do all the ni lah apa nama investigation. And then from Loyat, as you can see di Loyat punya website dia kata Malaysia is 11 most breached country in the world in Q2 2022. So bila berita macam ni keluar, that's why lah negara kita risau kan. That's why we are put all the budgets a huge number of budgets to improve our security features in our country. Yeah. So some of the agencies, cyber security agencies yang ada kat Malaysia ni, saya put letak sikit je, banyak lagi sebenarnya. Cyber Security Malaysia, one of it is under Ministry of Communication and Digital, previously known as MOSTI lah, Ministry of Science and Technology and Innovation kan, bukan nama baru. And then National Cyber Security Agency NACSA, ini pun 2017 established. So pun sama, but focusing more towards policy, policy dan sebagainya lah. So the talents is actually needed in cybersecurity, because the shortage in the market is very high lah. Global demand actually. It's not in our country. It's a global demand. In 2021, nearly 3 million for cybersecurity workforce. So 2 million solely dekat Asia Pacific saja. Tak tahu kenapa. Tapi itu adalah information saya dapatkan lah daripada ni. Report. So Malaysia Cyber Security Strategy ni MCSS together dengan My Digital dia dah fokus around 20,000 cyber security punya workers lah untuk kita hasilkan in 2025. So what they actually doing is work with university, create a program, some of it is master program, ada yang short course program, do the reskill and upskilling punya program just to improve on the cyber security punya ni lah workforce in Malaysia. So why is cyber security important? Because it is one of the 9 technology pillars in IR4 lah. Just now Dr. Roy pun ada mention kan. So this is really important cyber security ni, because dia nak stand alone. No, they are actually coherent with others lah. So instead of those technologies tadi yang I just present just now, I also like to touch a bit on the Society 5.0, which is originated from Japan. Japan yang mula-mula introduce Society 5.0 ni. So the definition the human-centered society that balance economic advancement with the resolution of social problems by a system that highly integrates cyberspace and physical space. So it's a combination between cyberspace and physical space. So when we look into what they have drawn, is just like this all the robotic, big data, IoT, AI apa semua ni is all around us kan. So apa pula kita punya respond to those technologies kan. That's why Japan they come up with this kind of idea lah, Society 5.0 ni, meaning that we have to work together with the technology itself and give a more value lah to not only to the society but to the government, country, something like that. So it's really from the what you call below to the top lah. Dia cara macam tu. So yes, they are supporting the top-down punya approach. Actually top-down from government lah kan. So they are supporting to the below to the top. So the pictures on the right side is actually just to what you call illustrate that this information society 4.0 is currently kita dah hidup dalam information era sekarang ni. So more towards the physical space kat sini, kita sini, and also the cloud technology kan. Sekarang ni cloud technology on the cyberspace lah. So kita in future kita kena hidup bersama lah dengan benda-benda ni, lebih kurang macam tu lah dia punya idea dia. Those are the idea the 5.0. So instead of the AI apa semua makin pandai lah, apa lagi sensor dah ada, teknologi apa semua tu, but actually the human needs tu kena ada. Kalau tak ada the technology saja ada kat situ, it won't work 100% lah as perfectly lah. So that's why the idea of Society 4.0 tu is a part of the from the macam gerakan from the society lah panggil. So to conclude, the mindset to change the way of doing business is very important. Kan? We are getting all the knowledge, all the information around us, kan? So and then we need to what you call try to adapting or adapt the way of doing new business lah. Macam saya katakan tadi, that e-commerce is a must, kan? Kena buat lah. And then the fast technology adoption and usage ni penting. So kalau kita slowly ni macam biarkan saja, kan, without doing anything, without willing to learn every day, so we will left out lah. That's the thing lah. Then technology is enabler. Yalah, if you are not utilizing the technology, it's still there, kan? So we are the one who lose lah. That's all. So and the support from the government and also society is very important. Just now I said about society 5.0, kan? So it's very important in order to create the business when they are running smoothly lah. So that's the thing about the business development. Business sustainability, kan, kita punya topik dari ni, kan. So I think that's all from me. Some of the references. Thank you so much. Is there any question? Yeah.
Sedap lah dengar and bagi kuliah ni macam reporter World Cup aja ni. Apa? Jadi rasa lah, okay. Memang betul lah, saya tak bilang lebih-lebih. Okay lah, very interesting. Okay, thank you very much. Memang dosen-dosen muda ni lebih bagus lah daripada yang sudah older.
Okay. Terima kasih Pak Reza. Pak Reza pun bagus. Mentor terbaik ni.
Okay, right now ada 11 question sudah untuk kedua-duanya. Saya selalu ambil 2 sahaja. Right now the first for Pak Roy. Pak Roy, you will copy me ya. Saya nak baca question in my email right now from Ratna first. Very interesting sharing from Pak Roy. I get a new perspective about financial technology and cybersecurity. Okay. I look now, there is a new item in Maslow theory, especially regard love and belonging. Please more explore about it. I do not know yet about that as a new item. Pak tadi ada love and belonging, Pak. It is the new item in the Maslow theory. She want to you explore more about the love and belonging. Okay. And the second, regard FUCA situation right now. Many new entrepreneurs are confused to decision making about what the best way for them choose 1 or 2 business unit. What you advise for new entrepreneur to get opportunity where market behavior right now more change? This is the question from Ika. And then the question for Dr. Saud Nizam from Manda. Many experts say that financial technology will be to grow of economic. Based your best experience as IT expert, is there financial technology must be to positive support for economic growth, or a criminal crime to grow up to where many people afraid to use financial technology? And then the second from Farhan, what the Malaysian experience for this right now regard financial technology of a small medium enterprise, especially Sharia financial saving and loan. Many people confused regard halal or not halal procedure with the financial technology. Itu saja 2 pertanyaan yang saya ambil dari masing-masing 2 orang. Pak Mr. Roy must be to answer 2 questions around 5 to 6 minutes.
Well, thank you, Prof.
Yeah.
And belonging, I think this is one of the taken from the Maslow theory. It means that human is actually a social creature that crave interaction with one to another. That's why I think no, we are talking social media nowadays. Yeah, social media. So most people know they gathered in application social media, whereby they don't meet each other actually physically. Is that's true if they meet but using the application. This is make something or someone that is farther is become more uh nearer, yeah, using the technology. But I think as a human being, we need to be more to meet in physical matter instead of the yeah, some it's probably we still be able to using the application if they are have a far distance so far away. Like for instance, my son knows he's taking his master degree in Milan in Italy, so far away. But it seems that we are so very close if they are using the call or something like that. So the level of hierarchy outlines the needs for friendship, intimacy, family, and love. And then, yeah, we need other people to be close with in order to, we need to talk to someone. And then I think it is very normal. So many times that I said that actually human being, we are not a digital creature. We are a social creature actually as a human being. So we need other people to meet, other people to talk instead of just using social media and using the application itself. So uh, so human have to need to give and receive love, love to feel like they belong in a group. Yeah. So belonging, it means that I belong something, either that's a human being or is maybe a friendship. Yeah, as a human, of course, we need that a social life. Yeah, for instance, the real social life. What I'm saying is the real social life. We can use the social media, yeah, instead, but social life, the real one, I think we still need that. Yeah. So sometimes in the digital era, I still remember when I was a kid, prop. So I used to play outdoor, yeah, with my friend because there were no internet at that time. So so until my mom asked me to come go home because late already. And now the boys or the children, the parent ask them to go outside because they stay at home so too, too long, yeah, a different kind of thing. So the number two is about I forgot from it's about the
about
business
FUCA
itself. Yeah.
situation right now.
Oh,
Very many new entrepreneurs are confused for the decision making to get and choice the business.
yeah. Well, from my perspective, FUCA is because it happened. Sometimes everything is uncertain, but still, I think we from the business itself. I have also a business owner actually. I have my own business. My company now running in banking and IT consultant actually. So I built a company 10 years ago. During the FUCA time, like nowadays, we still get our strategy. So we have to be able to get more client. Yeah, even though maybe nowadays it's getting difficult to do that because every customers they have the more option because everything is very open. Yeah, and they're very easy for them to find new customers or uh, hopefully, thankfully, that no, my company, if you search in Google for banking training, for instance, my company always is number at the first page in Google search engine. Bro, this is bring some, yeah. I think 2 days ago, some uh, 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 person from the financial industry, they called me asking about the training and consulting and so forth. So that's why we are using the social media, I mean the Google search engine or others than that, then in order to make people to find that our company is the company that they are looking for actually, even though there are so many, but we'll try to sell the specific one. Once I've read the new book from Kotler regarding the marketing 4.0. So every single business, if you want to get succeed, they have to combine actually from not also the online, but the offline side, how to try to introduce the product and services. Yeah, so they have to mix up between these two. So not just online. Sometimes most of the business that my companies get is actually is from the networking itself. Networking is very powerful. I'm also certified in networking from Singapore, Prof. So based on the research that 70% is more effective using networking in business rather than we are using advertising. That's true, Prof. I think I've proved it many times. That's my answer. Thank you.
Therefore, many experts talk that the best business where you start from the FUCA situation. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, thank you. A very smart answer. And right now, Dr. Shahrul Nizam, please.
All right. So the first questions, if I understand what my understanding now about the question is about more towards how we embrace the technology, right? So there's an issue on that lah. In my field of research, especially my focus, I'm focusing on information system, right? There's a one theory we call it as which is actually focusing on the trust, kepercayaan, trust. So memang kajian trust ni is widely widely, it's a wide research lah dekat dunia research on information system. So yalah, if you don't trust the technology, you won't use it. Memang takkan guna. Saya kenal ramai rakan-rakan pensyarah IT di sini masih lagi tidak menggunakan e-banking. Ada juga ramai. Jadi they are still convenient use the traditional way kan. Even bayar bill pun bawa semua bill tu pergi ke kaunter bayar. So some of my friends still doing that lah. So the trust is so important lah in order for us to embrace the technology. So if we don't trust the technology, so we won't use it at all. So just matter of trust lah. So I think that's the first answer for the answer for the question number one. The other one is about the some of the Islamic finance, right? Dia berkait rapat dengan Islamic finance. So yeah, there's still a lot of gap in Islamic finance, especially focusing on this blockchain, cryptocurrency or something. So masih lagi ada ruang di situ for us to explore more. Even in Malaysia pun Majlis Fatwa kata still mata wang kripto ni dia tak diterima lah. Masih lagi jawapan itu dia macam sama-sama kan, dia kita nak kata total haram tu tak, tapi dia ada mention lah mana-mana pandangan ulama-ulama yang mengatakan dia haram, ada yang kata dia harus dan sebagainya. So ini pemahaman saya sedikit sebanyak berkenaan dengan syariah ni. Ialah even though we are not agree or disagree to something, they are still trying to make it eligible lah, something like that kan. Walaupun benda tu kadang-kadang haram ke harus ke apa ke, there's a dalil yang support, okay itu kan. It's just a matter of pembahasan lah, still dalam pembahasan lah in Malaysia. But as I said, there's a room for us to explore actually in this Islamic finance, the eligibility in ini, because yalah dia bukannya something yang kata tangible kan, this crypto ni. Dia Islamic ni kita fokus on the tangible. Kalau yang intangible ni susah sikit. Dia akan ada unsur-unsur garal atau something kan. Tapi yalah, dengan keadaan sekarang, teknologi yang semakin menggila dengan metaverse lah, apa semua dah datang kan. Sekarang Yusti pun dah ada yang set up Yusti dekat dalam metaverse. Malaysia Segi Yusti dah buat dah. Segi Yusti dah buat dah, set up Yusti dalam metaverse. Jadi just imagine lah. So the way they are doing the transaction, definitely dia akan gunakan this crypto punya currency kan. Itu macam itulah. However, just like I said just now, there's still a room because kalau fatwa kebangsaan pun yalah, dia tak menyatakan dia sama ada dia really haram atau apa. Dan kebanyakan ulama pun dia berat juga kepada harus. Jadi that's why masih lagi ramai yang menggunakannya di Malaysia lah. Still ramai yang mempercayai. Cuma macam di pihak JAKIM, they are clearly said that they are not issuing any halal certificate to the company yang buat this crypto apa semua. Dia memang tak pernah lagi issue apa-apa ni lah. So, because lah something yang unclear kan, dia tak clear, dia tak ada issue on the halal certificate. Sebab ada isu on ni lah, company yang try to convince the Muslim kat Malaysia ni dengan halal certificate. Dia kata kita punya crypto ni halal, dia kata ada juga. So tapi it's a fake lah, it's a fake. So JAKIM pun dah jawab lah. So I think that's all.
Ya, memang ulama pun kadang-kadang dia tak belajar IT yang dalam sehingga dia pun tak terlalu clear, sehingga dia anggap goror jugalah. Jadi dia ambil position secure, tapi sebenarnya mungkin perlu juga learning about IT kepada ulama-ulama supaya dia tahu bagaimana perkara itu berlaku ya. Okay, very nice. Before closing remark, kita need please.
Baik, I would like to say thank you to Prof. Reza, Dr. Syahrul, and Ibu Rita is also still here. Fahmi, my colleague. Prof. Rita,
Ibu Rita,
maybe the next speaker.
Ya, Ibu mungkin ada perspektif yang 3 menit. Silakan Bu, 5 menit pun boleh.
Terima kasih. What should I say, Pak Roy? Because we always discuss the influence of technology right now that we use in banking.
Ibu, you want to use your camera or not? Because I do not do it.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Still in the office.
I'm still in office. In different room. Different room from Pak Roy.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah. So talking about the technology, information technology right now, for me, I'm an oldest one, not oldest, a senior one in this banking, and my expertise is in audit. So right now we use technology, information technology. So I can imagine it is so fast perkembangan in technology. So right now we just given this is the technology that we use in the banking industry. So for me, whatever you that we discuss together, I think it's for me it's a new knowledge, and it is the crucial thing that we should know whatever the expected that we have here. I'm a lecturer and I'm a professor in audit, so I think I should learn more technology, information technology. So we need that kind of knowledge to do our audit, because we cannot still in the past what we got procedure in audit. So we need a knowledge of how the technology can help us as an auditor to audit all of the system that now using in our banking industry. So we cannot run from that. And for me as a senior lecturer, so I need to make up my mind to know all about that, whatever you talk, we discuss this time. Okay. So I think the point is we should learn more aware about the how technology, information technology influence our daily life, business life, and yeah, our transaction, money, uang, because maybe we can lose our money because of the technology, because you know fraud right now is very canggih. So all of the fraud here happen in banking system is come from the new technology. So Pak Roy have a duty to protect our bank from the fraud, from the kecanggihan technology. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's technology should be our perhatian. Okay. Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, Bu Rita. This is there is our friend from University Pembangunan Nasional Jawa Timur, Ibu Ida Samsu too. Ibu Ida, thank you for you join, Bu Ida from Surabaya. And then there is Ibu Ratna from University Islam Kadiri, East Java too. Thank you for join right now in Zoom. This is many campus join right now. And then Pak Fahmi, before Pak Roy closing remark, do you want to talk something about 2 minutes? No problem.
Pak Dr. Fahmi.
Okay, Pak Fahmi, you can say in bahasa.
What
Candidate professor Pak Fahmi nih, Prof. Candidate professor.
What you comment about Dr. Sarun Nizam overview? Yeah.
Yes, there is very interesting about the digital now the bank must use the digital banking, and maybe menimbulkan fraud in
fraud.
So from dari narasumber tadi, narasumber berbagai informasi baru sangat berharga bagi saya, Komi, untuk menambah menambah pengetahuan juga untuk diaplikasi di lingkungan kerja gitu ya. Sorry, my English is
no problem, Pak.
Itu yang tanggapnya. Terima kasih sekali nih Pak Prof bisa join kan. Ya maaf nih mungkin kedepannya bisa lebih intens lagi kan kita mengikuti.
I will to invite you too.
Apalagi ada Pak Roy kan yang udah experience many experience yang dimiliki oleh beliau ya. Sekali lagi terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Sorry, maybe ada bekan.
Thank you.
Karena content. Thank you. Yeah.
Baik Pak. Okay, Pak Roy, you can do closing remark right now.
Okay, thank you so much. Prof Rita, Pak Fahmi, thank you. You already joined this program. Prof Reza, hopefully next time, so all of us also can join another program. What the Shahrul delivered the material is interesting as well, because I've learned a lot. He's the expert actually in IT. I should learn from him. So thank you so much, Pak. Hopefully next time we can join. And then semoga bermanfaat apa yang sudah kita bahas hari ini untuk kita di lingkungan kampus maupun lingkungan kerja tentunya. Terima kasih sekali lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Very nice. Expert in banking, expert in IT system. Therefore, is very a good partnership. Okay, Encik Sarun, boleh closing remark, please?
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Reza. Yeah, this is very interesting to share knowledge and learn from the banking side, because I left the banking industry I think 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago. I was a developer, just like I said before. I was a IT software developer before, and the things I did actually, I developed a system for bank, one of the bank here in Malaysia. Bank is called the system is called New Financing Application System, meaning that if people want to apply for financial punya produk ke finance ni, so dia akan apply dekat sistem tu lah. So those system tu saya yang buat dulu tu untuk bank muamalat kat Malaysia dulu. So, dah lama dah tinggalkan banking industry ni. But the thing is, yeah, it's a very, it's not, bukan IT saja stand alone. We have to work together with others as well, so in order to complete the solution or something. So just like what we have presented just now, kan? So as you can see, what actually affected to the business side, the economic scale or something. So is IT is just an enabler. They are just an enabler, so it is there, kan? So kita just make use of it, utilize it properly, and then of course the support from the government and also society is very important lah. So we have to work together lah. So itu yang the most important thing lah. So I think that's all good untuk yang ini. Thank you so much, Prof. Reza.
Sama. We hope Pak Roy Network will be to